Hey everybody, this is Eric Clark's Travel Videos, and it is dinner time. And so I'm going to show you what a meal looks like for Eric. And so I would say that I would say 70% of the time I have ham sandwiches. There's always either ham or turkey or chicken sandwiches because they're the cheapest thing I can afford. And every once in a while I'll splurge and either do a spaghetti or a bake or something like that. So today I'm doing a pork bake. And so I'm going to show you what a pork bake looks like for Eric on the road. And it is such a comfort food, and I'm starving, and it is wonderful. And you'll see what Eric does and how it all works. That's it, everybody. Thanks for coming along. Bye-bye. Okay, are we ready to make dinner? So I've decided that I'm actually going to cook. It's been a while since I've cooked, so I'm going to do it. So I've got some red bell pepper and some yellow bell pepper and some white bell pepper, some carrots, onions, peppers, some squash or zucchini, and a head of cabbage, and I have what the hell is this? I don't know what that is. You know, it almost smells like celery, but I know it's not celery. So I probably won't add it to my meal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dice it all up and stick it in there. And I have a couple of pork cutlets and I'm going to stick in there. And then I'm going to cover it with garlic and olive oil and salt and pepper. And then I'm going to bake it. And then I bought my rapid rice, 2 bags of rice. And I bought a soy sauce, premium light soy sauce, that thing. And my olive oil, I got the cheapest they had in the grocery store, and it was like 13 of their dollars, so you know, $3. But and it's probably not the best olive oil in the world, but it should hold. So let's go cooking. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye. Okay, so first of all, I have scrubbed every single dish, knife, fork, spoon, everything, you know, in hot boiling water, because I got sick one time from an Airbnb that didn't have clean dishes. And so I make sure that all my stuff is like just spotless, because I don't ever want to get sick and have intestinal problems that keep me from seeing what I need to see. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I use a plate for a cutting board because I've cleaned it. You know, they have a wooden cutting board, but I don't know that I trust those. So that I have my own little tiny knife cutter or knife sharpener. So I've sharpened my blade, and I'm going to use this to heat up my carrots, because carrots take a long time to cook. And so I'm going to heat those up a little bit in olive oil with garlic, and then put those in on top of all the other vegetables, and then throw in my pork and stuff, and then I'll bake it for like an hour. So, so the first thing I need to do is clean all the vegetables. Let's get going. Bye-bye. So this is my sharpener. It's a sharpener, plus it's a flint and steel type thing, a survival thing with a light and a whistle. And I mean, it has really all sorts of useful things. And so even the thing pops out, and it, you know, it really is a jack of all trades. But so this is what I use to sharpen my knives, and I love it. And I should state that I do not get paid for advertising of the Sharp All tool. I just it was on Amazon, and it was cheap, and it's small, and it does just a ton of crap. That's it. Okay. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm dicing up the carrots, and I have some olive oil in the pan and the flame on like super low, and I'm just gonna heat the carrots up just so they're a little bit more cooked, because everything else cooks so fast that the carrots don't. And so I'll cook the carrots a little bit, and then I'll add garlic to this too, so that it's in the oil and kind of infused. and then I'll dump it on top of all the vegetable and the meat and everything else, and you can see what I do. And I am sure this is all wrong, but you know what? It makes me happy when I eat it. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Okay, the carrots are cooking a little bit, which is good. And if I love spicy, so a bunch of jalapenos inside the bake will be wonderful. So that should add some zip to it. Okay, moving forward. Okay, I know I'm crazy, but I took that white thing. I don't even know what it is, and I diced it up small, but it seems pretty thick, so it's probably along the lines of a carrot or something. And so I'll try to cook it a little bit just to get it a little bit more tender before we add it to, and I hope it's okay. So here's what we've got over here. We've got cabbage diced up. We got red bell pepper. We've got onion. We've got zucchini. We've got yellow bell pepper, white bell pepper, lots of jalapenos, and so it really is a vegetable free-for-all, pretty much. You got all that? I mean, that's quite a bit of veggies and stuff. And so I will spread that out. So now I'm going to dice up the meat. And so I have the pork cutlets. Carne pork. Okay, let's dice that up and we'll throw it all in there too. Okay, I diced up all the pork and that looks pretty good. And I've got the vegetables ready to go. You've already seen those. And we have a problem. Somewhere between here and the store, the garlic didn't make it here. So I guess I have to run out and get some more garlic. So I love garlic, so I need to add that to this. So I'm gonna let my carrots and whatever that white stuff is cool a bit. They're still a little firm, but they're cooked enough that by the time the whole thing is done baking, it should be good to go. Wow, it's always an adventure, isn't it? Man, I hope this comes out okay, or I'm going to Burger King. Okay, that's it, everybody. I will be right back. Too funny. So I went to the store and I bought the garlic, and it was $3.12, so like 75 cents for 4 cloves. But I guess the package broke, and one fell out. The lady chased me down the street to give me my clove of garlic. How funny is that, everybody? Okay, that's it. All right, now it's time for the garlic and then time for the oven. Bye-bye. Okay, how much garlic would you add? Would you add that much garlic? That's a lot of garlic. But where are we? We're in Romania, and we're at, Dracula's castle. So I got to keep him away from me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cloves. So that is going to go all in here, and then I'll add a little bit more salt, pepper, some peppers, some more olive oil, and then I bake. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm all diced up, and I guess I don't care about them being too fine, just because they're going in a bake, so it's gonna, saturate and do all that kind of stuff. But so I'll add it and stir it and get all the final fixings in, and then we'll throw it in the oven, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Here we go. Okay, everybody, that is the finished product. It's ready to go. Everything is in there. Salt, pepper, garlic, some peppers, some zucchini, some red, yellow, and white bell peppers, carrots, onions, pork. Does that look good? It looks huge. But the problem is you can't just buy like a half a slice of pork chop. You can't just buy, you could buy one bell pepper and one everything else, but then it just gets crazy. So what I usually do is I make this, and then it lasts me for like 3 days. So I'll fridge this, and just over the next 3 days, I will eat this. And so I don't eat it very often, because after 3 days of this, you're like, I don't ever want to see this again for a month. And so then I move on to spaghetti. And so if you think this is garlicky, you should see my spaghetti. It's funny. Okay, so let's get it in the oven. And so the oven, they have so many settings on these darn ovens. I don't know, but I think that's a top and a bottom. Can you see that? I think that means top and bottom, like a bake. And I'm putting it at 200, so I'll have to figure out what 200 comes to. Is it even heating up? How do you turn it on? Okay, I guess I better go figure out how to turn this thing on. Oh my God, this thing weighs like a ton. Wow, this thing is like crazy. Okay, so let me figure out how to get this thing going. Bye. Okay, my water is getting warmed up for the rice, and so the Airbnb doesn't come with pot holders. So, how funny is this? I bring my own wash towel and washcloth because I'm so anal, but I, it saves me more than I can tell you. And so these are my pot holders and my dishwashers and my dish dryers. And anyway, let's pull it out of the oven and see what we got. And this is like after a half an hour of baking. So I'm just gonna stir it and then we'll put it back. Okay, be right back. Wow, look at that. So that's what it's looking like. It's looking pretty good, and it's certainly cooking, and it smells like heaven. So we're gonna stir it up here a bit. And I turned down, I did a check on Celsius versus Fahrenheit, and the 200 degrees is like 392. That's a lot of heat. So I turned it down to like 180 so that it would be like maybe 350-ish. But you can see that the pork is cooking pretty well. Let me see if I can pull out a piece of pork here, but it's getting closer, and the vegetables are getting cooked, and there's a good juice down in the bottom, and man, look at that. I know you want some, don't you? $5. Give me $5, I'll feed you. Anyway, so it looks like it's doing good. I'll stir it up here, and then we'll stick it in for another 15 minutes, and then do another stir. And there's a lot of juice, but I might turn down the heat just a titch, just to give it a little bit more time to bake. The cabbage is getting pretty good, and zucchini seems pretty soft too, and wow. Okay, so this is a wow. Because I'm starving. It's already like 5:30 in the afternoon. It's been a long, crazy day. So anyway, let me spread this out and get it even so that we don't have high spots and low spots. And how's that look? Does that look all right to you guys? How many of you would be interested in eating any of this? I bet it's a little spicy. It smells heavenly. I can tell you that. Okay. Back in the oven for, I'll do 15 minutes and then we'll stir again. Bye. Okay, let's check and see how we're doing here. Oh my. Wow. We had some bubbling action, and it looks like it's cooking pretty good. Wow. It's gonna be all right. And I got my water almost boiling, and I got my bag of rice out. I guess I better zoom out so you aren't cross-eyed. But so this takes 10 minutes. So let me throw this in there, and I will start a timer for 10 minutes, and that dinner should be done too. And man, it's all gonna work out. Man, just like a restaurant. Okay, everybody. Well, I will be back in a little bit. Here, let me go show you my TV setup too. So I've got my, I've downloaded a movie, so I'm going to watch the new, what's it called? Crap. I never remember these things. Suicide Squad. Yeah, Suicide Squad 2. And it's the new one, and so I'm gonna watch that. And I've got my remote and my mouse over here, and I've got my computer hooked to the thing, and I am changing all my iPhone videos to MP4s to save room. I only have about 5 terabytes on the computer, and so I'm running out of room. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm out of room on a 5 terabyte system. And it even has, and I bought this laptop because it has 2 terabytes in it. I mean, 2 SSD slots in it. And so one has a 2 terabyte, one has a 2 terabyte, and then it has a SDXC, no, XCSD, the little card with there's another terabyte. So I've got really 5 terabytes on there. Anyway, so I am ready for my movie and for my dinner, and I'll be back. Bye, everybody. Okay, my rice is done, and I've got a plate of rice ready to go, and I've got my meal ready to go. Doesn't that look awesome? And the juice boiled down a little bit, and oh my gosh, I am starving. So, wow. Okay, let me get this served up and I'll be back. Okay, everybody, there's my finished product. What do you think? Think it looks worthy of eating? Spoon's ready to go. Rice is done. You can see it just steaming, and it looks amazing. And all right, I'll meet you in the there's no dining room table. There's no chairs. It's just a couch. So I'll meet you at the couch. Bye bye, everybody. Okay, everybody, it is dinner time, and filming this is like I mean, it's darn near impossible to hold the camera, film the camera, set up the camera so you can see yourself and eat. And so here's my plate of food, and I guess we're gonna give it a try. Are you ready to have a bite? You can just see it just crazy hot. Wow. Oh my. Let me get some of that pork. It's got a spice to it. Is my nose running? Oh my. That is amazing. Amazing. Wow. Ooh, it certainly has a kick, and I guarantee you that Dracula is not coming to my house today, or tonight, or probably the next 3 days. Okay, here we go. Let's have another bite. Can I just eat it all right here? That is so, let me not talk with my mouth full. Oh my, that is so wonderful. I am starving. This is like I had a yogurt this morning, and it is now 6:01, and I haven't eaten since. And did I go back and have a sausage at the Dracula Castle? No, I didn't. I wanted to make sure I caught the bus because the traffic was crazy, and the bus was even like an hour and 10 minutes late or something because all the traffic. But so this is perfect. That's it, everybody. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for enjoying dinner with me. I wish you were here with me. You could share a dinner with me, and I I have enough for like 10 people. Bring your friends, bring your family. We'll take care of everybody. $5. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.